Flosstube, it's Bernie here from Hooking and Stitching. Today is Tuesday the 21st of December and I'm here with my next Flosstube update. So it's nearly Christmas. Yeah, it's Tuesday, Christmas is on Saturday this year, so we've not got much longer to go now. The children are very excited. They are at home, they're upstairs at the moment playing, so I apologise if you do hear them. They've been asked to be quiet, but that doesn't mean they will be. Yeah, they're off school now. They're not actually supposed to finish until tomorrow, but they've both been quite poorly and they've been coughing an awful lot, so I took them for some COVID tests yesterday, but thankfully the results have come back as negative, so we haven't got to cancel Christmas just yet. So I've got loads to show you. I've been doing some sewing, I've been doing some crochet and a lot of cross stitching. I've done some finishing, so I've got some finishes to show you. I didn't fetch the diamond painting either, I will fetch that shortly. I've been doing a bit of diamond painting as well. And yeah, I've just got loads and loads of stuff to show you. I'm planning on being back in between Christmas and the New Year as well. I want to do a whip parade. I've never done one before. You'll see I've started quite a lot of stuff over the past month, just a little bit more for a whip parade. That's probably not the point, is it? But yeah, I just fancied having a few more whips on the go, ready for the start of 2022. So we shall get on with what I've got to show you. Shall we start with, oh, one other thing, I've got a giveaway for you. I did promise in my last video that I would have a giveaway for you this video, and I have, so we will do that in a bit. But yeah, I've got something that I've made that I'm going to give away. But right, shall we start with the finishes? One of the main ones you know I've all been working on is my Brooks Books Advent Animals Advent Calendar. And here it is. It's finished. So I actually finished this on November the 30th. I'd done something like the first 6 and then on the 30th I finished the rest of them, so I've got to get on with it because I need it for tomorrow. So this is my advent calendar. It's a scrapbook that I've lined with some scrapbook papers, and I put a piece of ribbon in there so that it stands up, and then on each page is my advent animal finishes. So there's number 1, that was Katie Kitty, and then number 2 was Peter Polar Bear, and I'm sure you've seen these plenty of times. There we go, there's 4 and 7 and sheep at number 10. So every day, this has been sitting on the side in our house, and every day we turn it over to display the next number, counting down to Christmas. And I've finished these quite simply. It's just some scrapbook paper, and some of them have got some ribbon. I've just cut out, and very roughly, because it can fray if it wants to, because it's got a border, and then just sort of hot glued that in place. I did try and do it with double-sided tape, but I could not get double-sided tape off. Oh, I have a blank page. Where'd that come from? How weird. There's number 12, 14. So today is the 21st. There's 17, the horse, 19. That's the one we had up yesterday, Yoda Owl. You're very pretty. And then today is Ethan Elephant, number 21. And then over the next few days we will turn these all over and display them until we get to 25, Rudolph. There he is. So I hope you like my finish of that. This is what I had in mind when I was planning on finishing them. My dad saw it and says, oh wow, you could sell those in your shop. No, as this took me over a year to make. The amount I'd have to charge for it, people wouldn't pay. But yeah, that's my cross stitch advent calendar, so I'm so pleased with that. If you're working on the Brooks Books Advent Animals, they are worth finishing just to get this result. So pleased with that. And then last time I spoke to you, I got some finishes that I was planning on turning into pillows, and I've done them. So first of all, we've got Prairie School of Santa, waving goodnight. And this is just a simple finish. I've just backed it with some Christmas fabric. It's a pillow finish, and then I've used some red twine just to go around the edge. Just sewed that on all the way around and stuffed a little pillow, and he's just been sitting on the side in my kitchen for people to look at. And with him, it's this one, Joy to the World. And I finished this one with a bit of pom-pom trim. That's yeah, I sewed it on. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I glued that on, but now I sewed that in place. And again, some Christmassy fabric on the back. I got a Christmas fabric fat quarter. Drop it. Sorry, I got distracted. I can see one of the rabbits outside and just made me look. But yeah, that's that little pillow there. And then the last one was, I think it was called Snowmates. Again, just really simple finish on this one. I've not put anything around the edge. I've just backed it with some nice green fabric. And yeah, they're all on 32 count. I want to say platinum even weave. And really quite happy with those. They'd say they're just sitting in the kitchen, and I'm planning on adding to these each year. Every time I have a little Christmassy finish, I can make it into a little pillow, finish it with some Christmassy fabric. So really pleased with those. The fabric was a fat quarter bundle from Hobbycraft. So yeah, that was perfect. You've seen some of that fabric before because I did make a Christmassy bag, but that's got a whip in it that I'll show you in a minute anyway. So, is that all my finishes? I think so. It is. So we'll get on with the whips then, shall we? So, no particular order. And I've left them in. I've left two over there as well. Do you know what? Let's pause here while I grab the things I've just remembered that I forgot. So I won't be a sec. I'm back. Right. Last video, I was talking about my 2022 plans for full coverage fanatics. 22,000 in 2022, and my goal was I wanted to work on my darling, and I wanted to get it to the point where I got exactly 22,000 stitches left to go, and I'm pleased to say I've done it. I'm there. There are exactly 22,000 stitches left on this piece, and it's huge. Can you see me? There she is. Oh, there we go. So I've been working along the bottom here, filling it all in. There's loads of, I've done so much 3865, it's ridiculous. Shall we move my needle minder so you can actually see? I mean, I've still got my needle threaded on there because I got to exactly 22,000 stitches. But isn't that absolutely magnificent? And I'm going to finish this next year. That's the goal. 22,000 stitches, finish in that bottom corner, and I'll be done. So I'm going to grab Pattern Keeper and show you what I'm talking about. Just roll that back up and pop it over there. So where's my iPad? Not iPad, because it doesn't work on iPad. This is a Samsung Galaxy something tablet. My husband bought it for me so I could use Pattern Keeper because it only works on Android. So, my darling. There's my darling. And you can see I'm now on 94,800 stitches out of 116,800 stitches. Oh, of course it's done that. How can I show you? I'm going to have to show it you sideways. You're going to have to look sideways. But can you see that? So exactly 22,000 stitches left to do. Exactly. And it's at 81.16%. So that's next year's goal. Finish my darling. I should be able to do it. She's stitched on 18 count 2/1 full crosses. And the only difference with this chart is it's charted in Krynic for the background, but I changed it to Ecru because I wasn't going to stitch that many stitches in Krynic. So that is that one. And speaking of the Full Coverage Fanatics Challenge, this year I opted to do Unicorn Spring, another Heaven and Earth designs. I'll pop a picture in of what that looked last time you saw it. And here it is now. I've been working on this. I've not hit my goal, but I have been working on it. I've done over 1,000 stitches since you last saw it. The little girl asked me to do some work on the unicorn, so you can see the unicorn's body's got some bit filled in. And I've also done a fair bit in the background where the tree is over there. So while I didn't hit my goal this year on this one, I've still done quite a lot. I don't know exactly how many, but yeah, a fair few stitches. I will have a look at my I'll post on Full Coverage Fanatics to see where it was and where it is now, even though I didn't finish it. Not finish the goal, that is, because I had to do 42,000 stitches, because this is 28 count 2 over 1/10 stitch, so you had to double the stitch count, and it's just so confetti heavy as well that getting 1,000 stitches in it is a good feat, never mind 42,000. But yeah, that's another one I've been working on. Really pleased with that one. So what else have I been working on? Got some new starts. Let's show you this one next. This is in my, for some reason it's in my seaside bag. I don't know why, I just tend to keep it in here. This is my long dog sampler. Opening gambit. I'll pop a picture in of what it looked like last time you saw it. And here it is now. So you can see I've been working at the top, up here. And I've put in that raven and the flag and the start of the castle that it's sitting on, and some of the camel as well that's underneath. So that's coming along really nicely. Stitching this on 32 counts, so I got Silver Moon even weave, and as always I can never remember which thread number I'm working on. It's 3809. That's that lovely teal colour. Loads of that sitting in there, but yeah, really pleased with what I started this at the beginning of June, and I've done a fair bit. I'm pleased with how that's come along. And there's the back, all nice and neat. So that'll be another one that I'll continue with next year. Right, what else have I worn? Let's have a drink. Oh, gasping already. I've been talking to you for a few minutes. Right. Next, Spring House by Brooks Books. Another Brooks Books freebie. So I've mentioned before, I don't know if this is still available, I can't see it on her website, but I downloaded it quite a few years ago. I've already done Autumn House and Winter House. Did I show you Winter House? I'm sure I did. And then I've been working on this one, so I'll pop a picture in of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So you can see I've been working, you have to excuse the hoot marks, I've been working on this side, putting some of the clouds and the tree. And that's coming along nicely. This is 14 count light blue Ada. I'm doing them all on 14 count Ada, so they're all the same size. It's a nice simple little stitch. And yeah, quite pleased with the progress I've made on that, because this is all confetti, this tree. And it's a paper chart as well, so I can't use Pattern Keeper to help me with it. But yeah, I've been slogging along at that one as well. I've worked on quite a lot since I last saw you, really. But then I've not been doing as much crochet because I finished everything that I wanted to do before Christmas, so that will be why I've had more time. So that's that one, and then that's a new start, that's a new start, that's a new start, that's a new start. I think it's just new starts now, guys, so I'll show you some new starts I've had. Now you may remember last time I'd been to the Knitting and Stitching show at Harrogate, and I picked up some gorgeous fabric from Kate at Sparkleys, one of which was this one, Moonlighting, 32 count even weave, and that's this gorgeous fabric here, and you can see I've started something here. Let me show you what I'm working on. Let me bring it up on the on Pattern Keeper. Now this pattern, sorry, I'm trying to put my password in and it's not having it. Now this particular pattern was one that I saw on Michelle Bendy's channel, and lots of people asked her about it, and it's called Alice in Wonderland by Cute Patterns by Maria on Etsy. So that's the pattern, and Michelle Bendy, she did this on a navy Ada, and it just looked so good, really liked it, so I started it on this. So not made bad progress so far. That's where I'm at. You can see I've got Alice's hair, and some of her dress completely. See where she's sort of laying over the clock face. And there's quite a bit of this fabric left, so I think I'll have some more to work on afterwards. But there's a close-up. So that's a new whip, Alice in Wonderland. And that's not yet in a bag, so it needs a bag. So, check the stats. Where am I at with this one? I've stitched 888 in total and I'm at 9.73%. So that's what I've done so far. There is a lot of back stitching this one though. This one's going to take some time. So another new one. Yeah, let's show you this one. Now that fabric, that blue fabric, I originally bought to use on this particular shot. Baby Yoda, or Grogu as he's known, that I want to stitch for my son, and I decided that I wasn't sure about the fabric, that I thought maybe something else might work a bit better, and I'm glad I did actually, because I went on to Lakeside Needlecrafts and bought myself another piece of fabric. So this is again a new start, so there is no before picture. Needle minder's holding it all together. Let's move that, shall we? That's my needle minder for this one. A little baby Yoda. So I'm stitching this on Fabric Flair Creationist Purple in a 32 count. And there it is. How cool is that fabric? And it's got like stars already built into it. And you can see the crease marks, I'm sorry. But yeah, I've made a start on him. That's one of his eyes and the top of his, I don't know what it's called, it's like a cot thing, isn't it? That floats, that he's kept in. But yeah, that's a gorgeous piece of Fabric Flair fabric, and I think that works perfectly for this piece. I'm so pleased that I waited and I got this. And let's have a look at the stats on this one. So again, it was a new start and I've stitched 1,571 stitches, 8.88%. Now, that's slightly cheating. You'll see on here, there is actually a load of dots around the outside, and I'm not doing those because I wanted to put it on a nice fabric. Those are just like stars in the sky. So as the fabric has already got stars, I've taken those out. So I technically haven't stitched those ones. But the rest of it you can see I have stitched. So that's where he's at the moment. And I had to make him his own project bag. How gorgeous is that? So I found this fabric on eBay. And it's, you know, Baby Yoda fabric. And I had this fabric in my stash. It's this star fabric that I've used for the inside. And then I've got that. I just bought a metre of it. It wasn't, it's about £6.50 it cost me. And I had this zip that I think goes perfectly with his little coat, colour-wise. So that's my little project bag for Baby Yoda. And yeah, he lives in there. Yeah, I've printed the cover photo off as well, it's there. So he's one I'll be working on next year as well. Sorry about the rattling. Let's just put my needle and everything back in there. Doesn't want to go back in the bag. What else? So, another Christmassy one. So this is my Christmas bag. My Christmas bag. Hey. Sorry, I've got a cat sat on a diamond painting. Get off! Get off! You coming over? I don't think you guys have met Bailey yet. Every time I try and show you Bailey, he's not around. Come here. Let's say hello. So this is Bailey. He's my middle child. He's the second ragdoll we ever bought. And he's a pain in the bum, aren't you? He's very cheeky and he's very naughty. And see your adore in public, look. He's had an issue recently. I've taken off his cone of shame this morning. He's had a bit of a tummy problem, haven't you? And he's been biting and scratching at his tummy. Don't knock the camera, please. I'm just going to sit there now and be really awkward. But yeah, I've taken the cone off and then he started biting and scratching at it again, even though it's healed. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. I'll have to run the vet later. Anyway, where were we? Christmassy fabric. So yes, that's all that fabric I used to make my little smalls is my Christmas bag, and this has got my Christmas smalls in it. So the one I'm working on at the moment is this one. Sorry, I've got to fold it over because the pattern's the other side. This is by the Little Stitcher Warm Hands Warm Heart, and I've decided to do this with a variegated DMC, which is this one, 4210, and here's where it's at. You can see I've got a cat face looking at me. Hello, sweetheart. So yeah, that's where that one is. This one isn't going to get finished this year, but it's a nice one to have on the go. Keep that in my little Christmassy bag. And then, oh, only one more whip to show you. Well, not even, well, it is a whip, but it was a new start. So last one is by Kitty and Me Designs. I think I showed you this a little while ago, called Cats and Mandalas. And this is the January one. I really liked all the snowflakes. And they do one of these for every month. She's got loads of gorgeous designs like this. And not just cat ones, I think there's, I'm sure there's rabbits, there'll be other creatures as well. Obviously it's the cat ones I was interested in. But I've made a small start on this one. There it is. I'm using, this is just antique white 32 count Zweigart. Oh, my needle's still stuck in the front as well. That's really bad. I need some more needle minders. But the reason I've gone down and started on the cat is that I've discovered I actually don't have most of the colours for some reason. They're just colours that I don't have in my stash. I had the dark blue, as you can see in the centre there, but all of the others I don't have, so I need to place an order with Lakeside Needlecraft and get all the colours that I'm missing so that I can carry on with this one. But yeah, I wish I got black, so I was able to work on the cat. Very cute there. But yeah, this will be a nice little round one. It'll probably end up in my bedroom. It also doesn't yet have a bag. It needs one. So that was it for cross stitching. God, that's gone really fast, hasn't it? I feel like I've just like whipped through those. There were loads, and you've seen them all. The drink. So I mentioned that I've been doing some sewing, and I had this fabric already in my stash, so I decided to. So I can see there's an offcut of the thread has come off and it's trapped in the zip. Anyway, I've made this one, this project bag. Nice fox material, and then on the inside got a blue polka dot and peachy coloured polka dot at the top. Yeah, as I say, I've got fabric cut, and this is housing Bright Light by Barbara Anna. I haven't worked on this one, but I will be doing soon. But yeah, a nice foxy bag for my fox. And then I made this one for myself. There's nothing housed in this one yet. This is beautiful rainbowy hummingbird fabric that I bought, and I've lined it, oh, it already was open, I lined it with this beautiful rainbow wave. I just think it's absolutely good, but I did make a slight mistake with this. That was supposed to be there and that was supposed to be on the inside. I got ever so much in a muddle. Considering how many of these bags I've made now, I got in a right muddle and I had to unpick it twice, and then I still stitched it wrong, so I gave up. But I didn't just make one, and I made one correctly. Here's another one. So exactly the same fabrics. Well, this one doesn't want to open. There we go. But I did this one properly, so it's got the inner fabric there and the outer fabric on the inside, and then the rainbowy fabric inside as well. I make zipper tabs at the end to cover up the ends of the zips, so you can see those just there with that, also there with the wave fabric. Beautiful purple zip, I think goes really nicely with this. And this is my giveaway prize. So I'm giving away this project bag that I've made especially for you guys. Now, total disclaimer here, I'm not an expert sewer, I'm still a beginner sewer. It's not perfect, it's possibly not totally straight, but I can assure you that the seams are all neat and done. There's nothing exposed, nothing coming undone. It's pretty square in the corners, it's not horrendous, as you can see there. The zip is fully sewn in, it's fully lined, and perfectly serviceable. I am going to add a zipper pull to this one. So if you would like to win this bag, what's going to be my my keyword for this one? Rainbow, because it's a rainbowy fabric. So don't use the word giveaway, don't use the word freebie, prize, any of those keywords. Make sure you're a subscriber and comment on this video and include the word rainbow if you want to be in with a chance to win this bag, and I shall announce the winner on my next video. It's open to anybody. I will post this anywhere in the world. It's not heavy or huge, and it will fold down to be sent. And yeah, if you'd like that, please let me know. Size wise, this is my 17 by 11 Q-snap, and you can see it's, yeah, it's about 11 tall, isn't it? I think it's something like 11 by 14, but by the time the seam allowance is coming up, it'll be about 11 by 13. So you wouldn't quite fit an 11 by 11 Q-snap in it, but you would fit an 8 by 8 in it. That would work, and it fits an A4 sheet, as I've shown with all my other ones. These fit the A4 sheets quite happily if you've printed your pattern off. So yeah, that's my Christmas gift to you guys this year, a giveaway bag, and I absolutely adore this fabric, so I hope you guys do too. I think it's beautiful. So that is that, and that's all I've got to show you on sewing. I did have another little sewing, little. Told you in my last video that we bought a colt, Dexter, my new my Christmas present from my husband, my baby boy. He ripped his new rug from front to back. He got one of the rings on it, because it's got a ring sort of there on him on his back, and then one on either side. I think they're for hanging it up. But he caught one in the stable and he just tore the rug from front to back all the way down. So I did a repair job on it. So I said, yeah, I've got a sewing machine, let's give that a go. And I used a donor rug, cut a patch and sewed it on. I'll pop a picture in here of what I did, and it's holding up. He hasn't ripped it again since. He likes to throw himself around and throw some shapes and things like that, so we were quite surprised that he hasn't torn the seams yet. But fingers crossed it's holding out, and it's not waterproof on that patch anymore because it's where the sewing is, it's not waterproof, but it keeps him warm enough, and he's still got a thick coat under there, so he's okay. So yeah, he gave me 4 days. He'd been wearing that rug when he tore it in half. 4 days. And my friend who bought it in was devastated. This is my friend who co-owns him with me. She was devastated. She says, I only just bought it, it cost a fortune, don't want to buy another one. And she says, if I send it away to be repaired, it'll be weeks. So this is, well, let me have a go then. If it's already ruined, let's see if I can do something with it. And we're all quite impressed with my rug repairing skills. My little sewing machine did all right. So then the only thing to show you, I mentioned I'd done some diamond painting. I showed this one in my last video. This is one that I bought for my mum, and then she decided she wasn't going to do it, and would I do it for her. There's no way this is going to be ready for Christmas, but you can see I've done this section here. It's looking all glittery. But yeah, that's a nice little one to sit and do. I might do a bit of this today actually, seeing as I'm at home for most of the day, not doing anything else. So yeah, that's my diamond painting. And then I have done a little bit of crochet. I started a new crochet project last night, and it's a 12-point star rainbow blanket. So that's where I'm up to with this. This one will go up for sale in my Etsy shop once it's finished. And I'm really enjoying it. I haven't made a 12-point star blanket for ages, and it's probably a couple of years. And so you can see all my ends that need sewing in. But I'm really enjoying it. I was watching Netflix series The Witcher. I'm on series 2 now, because series 2 was released a couple of days ago, and I've watched sort of 4 episodes while stitching on this because I can do this and watch TV. I struggle to cross stitch and watch TV and give it the attention it requires, but I can crochet and watch TV, especially when it's a pattern like this that just repeats and repeats and repeats. So that's where I'm at with that. So I haven't got any haul to show you, because obviously I haven't bought myself anything because it's Christmas in a few days. I know I do have a pattern and some floss coming for Christmas because I asked my mum for it. And I do know that I've got a magnetic board and the holder for my Lowry here. You can just see that. To put my paper patterns on, because at the moment I just sort of lean them on it and lean them on my work and things. But my husband, I saw it at the knitting and stitching show, and my husband said, well, I'll buy you that for Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that coming. Don't know what else I've got. I've already had a pony, so I don't really need anything else. But I will come back after Christmas and do a whip parade, go through all the whips I've got in my box over there, and talk about what I plan on doing for next year. I mean, you know some of the plans, especially my full coverage pieces. And that's that really. So I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you're all staying safe, keeping well. I had my COVID booster yesterday. It's still very tender here. And my husband had his yesterday as well, so we're now both triple vaccinated. And luckily, fingers crossed, nobody in our house has caught anything yet. My brother and my nephew did have it the other week, and they recovered well, so we're really grateful for that. And as far as we know at the moment, Christmas is still going to go ahead. There's a possibility of some restrictions coming in after Christmas. We don't know fully yet. They're being a bit cagey about what they're going to tell us that we can and can't do. But yeah, time will tell. So please stay safe, stay well, and I'll come back and see you in a week or so. So when between Christmas and New Year. So take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.